If your business operates in the same geography that Fifth Third Bank covers, you will realize that a Fifth Third business bank account is one of the best things that you need to have because of the flexibility, because of the ease of operational effectiveness. Like you do have a lot of benefits, and this translates a lot when it comes to your cash flow management. So in today's conversation, I want to really explain to you how to open a Fifth Third business account. Let me give you the overview you need to have in mind here. So let's first talk about the business checking. So when it comes to business checking at Fifth Third, you have 3 business checking accounts. Okay, that's what we call the magical trifecta. So you have the Fifth Third business checking accounts. You have the Fifth Third business premium checking account, and you have the Fifth Third business elite checking account. And all of their accounts come with a business debit card, online banking and bill payments, mobile banking and deposits with immediate funds via their mobile apps. Okay, you also have text alert based on the settings that you have. You also have overdraft protection, discounted pricing on payroll solutions. You have 1,100 full service banking centers and over 40,000 fee-free ATMs. So this is just fantastic. And by the way, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here. And I want to quickly go through the account details with you. So for the Fifth Third business checking accounts, you have this is a straightforward checking account that offers a variety of benefits, features, and online tools to track your finances, make payments, and transfer funds. So if you are a very small business, or you are a sole proprietor, or you are like you are a startup, you want to start from here. Fifth Third business checking. And so there are no monthly service fees, and there are no minimum balance requirements. Okay, so you have up to 100,000 transactions. No, sorry, up to 100 transactions and up to 5,000 in cash deposits per month without an additional fee. Then you also have here the second one. You have the Fifth Third premium checking accounts, business premium checking accounts. So this account helps rewards businesses with moderate transaction activity, or if your business requires a payment processing solution. Okay, so this is really cool. You have check fraud management tools at a discounted price with customer maintained positive pay. You have money management services across all your deposits. There is a monthly service charge of $25, but you can waive it if you have a combined monthly balance of $25,000 across your business checking, savings, and CDs. You have a Fifth Third business loan or line of credit or merchant service enrollment, and at least $500 in monthly spending across your Fifth Third business credit cards. So just fantastic. And you have up to 500 transactions and up to 10,000 in cash deposits per month without an additional fee. The third one, the Fifth Third business elite checking account, is really the commercial grade. It's really designed for large businesses with higher transaction volumes and advanced cash management solutions included at no cost. And one thing I want to say here is that I want to talk to you about how Fifth Third Bank business checking works, because it's really important for you to have a clear idea of what you're getting yourself into. Okay. And by the way, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are talking about how to open a Fifth Third Bank business account. Okay. So Fifth Third Bank, as I just said, and you probably just listened to me, they do have the magical trifecta. They have the standard, premium, and elite business checking accounts. Okay. And so what you want to do here is that you need to know that all Fifth Third business checking accounts have a monthly maintenance fee, which is waived if you meet certain requirements. Okay. Now, how do you actually do this? So for the business standard checking, you have $11 per month. So this is waived if you meet one of the 3 following requirements. So you need to keep a combined balance of at least $3,500 across your business checking, savings, and CDs. If you spend $500 per month on your Fifth Third business credit card, or if you link your business checking account to a personal Fifth Third wealth management or a preferred checking account. So you can see that the importance of the relationship is always here. For the business premium checking, the fee is $25 per month. It will be waived if you meet one of the following requirements. So you are keeping a combined balance of at least $10,000 across your business checking, savings, and CD, and you have a Fifth Third business loan or line of credit. You spend at least $500 per month on your Fifth Third business credit card, and you sign up for merchant services. And for the business elite checking, you have $35 per month, which is waived if you meet one of the following requirements. So you keep a combined balance of at least $25,000 across your business checking, savings, or CD. You have a Fifth Third business loan or line of credit, and you spend at least $500 per month on your Fifth Third business credit card, and you also enroll in electronic deposit manager or cash management essentials. So that's just fantastic. And accounts can be opened in person or over the phone. And Fifth Third operates nearly 11 to 1200 full service branches across 11 states: Florida, Georgia, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Michigan, North Carolina, Ohio, South Carolina, Tennessee, and West Virginia. So here is a bonus for you. So we talked about the business, the Fifth Third business checking accounts. I want to talk to you about the business savings account too. Okay. So when we talk about Fifth Third business savings, we actually have 3 or 4 products that you'll be interested in. So they have what they call the relationship savings. They have the money market. They have the business savings, and they have the certificate of deposit. So they have four products. So if you have a relationship savings account, so this actually will reward your loyalty with tiered interest rates that allow you to earn more as your balance grows. So with this business savings account, you can receive benefits like higher yields with higher balances. So this is really cool, along with the relationship interest rate and check writing assets. So you really have a lot of benefits with this. Just fantastic. So in terms of feature, so you have tiered interest rate to help you earn more as your balance grows. You can receive a relationship interest rate when you also have a business premium checking account or business elite checking account. Okay. And you have up to 20 deposits per month without an additional fee. You have 3 checks or withdrawals per month. You have check writing privileges. You also have a money market account. So the Fifth Third business money market account lets your money earn a higher interest for higher balances and still give you access to a cash account when you need it. So this is a really good. So you have up to 20 deposited items per month without an additional fee, 3 checks or withdrawals per month, and you have check writing privileges. And you have actually business savings. So business savings is really best suited for business customers with short-term savings and investment needs. So this business savings accounts can be used as collateral for a business loan. Okay, so this is really cool. And for the CD here, you have business CDs from Fifth Third, which is really great. Really help you a lot when you actually, if you want to manage your money, because there are no uncertainty. That's really cool. Okay, so overall, this is fantastic. You need to know those things, that you really need to understand that you can actually parlay your relationship with Fifth Third into a great thing. You also need to know that the bank, even though the bank is available in 11 states, they have an extensive branch network, particularly in its home state of Ohio, which may appeal to business owners who prefer to build a relationship with their banker in person. Let me talk to you about the overview here, so we are clear about what everybody needs to understand. By the way, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about how to open a Fifth Third business bank account. Okay, how do you do the whole thing very clean, very fast? So Fifth Third bank business checking is best for small business owners who prefer in-person banking and live near a branch, and business owners who can meet the balance or transaction requirements necessary to avoid the monthly maintenance fee. So let me quickly walk you through the pros and cons of this bank when it comes to business checking accounts. So what are the pros? You have more than 50,000 free ATMs across the United States, including Allpoints, Presto, and 7-Eleven ATMs. You have nearly 1,200 branches across Fifth Third's 11-state service area. You have multiple business checking options. You have no minimum balance requirements or monthly maintenance fee on the lowest tier business checking accounts. You have 40,000 free ATM across the United States, but in specific geographies though, okay? And so many branches available within the Fifth Third's business area. And you have a wide business services available. You have credit cards, you have merchant services, you have lines of credit, etc. What about the cons? Well, you have unlimited fee-free transactions on all accounts. Okay, You have monthly maintenance fees on all accounts also. And you have an incidental fee that could prove costly for some business owners. You have minimum opening balance requirements on premium accounts. And the only thing is that, like this, I mean, let's say we love applying for business products, business credit products at the branch. But we put this here as a detriment, because some people love the convenience of staying in their home and just going through a Fifth Third website and just apply there. Okay. So you also need to understand the fact that with Fifth Third, you have a lowest tier business account that includes only 100 monthly transactions, and foreign transaction and international fees could prove costly for international transactions. And one thing I also need to say here is that when we talk about Fifth Third in general, again, you got to consider the 11 state service area, but you also need to consider the home state, like the Ohio home state. And it's important because it will help you determine whether or not you need to open a bank account with them at all. Let's just talk about suitability. Okay, so suitability is important because I want to really walk you through the decision making process. Okay, by the way, let me give you a few pro tips. Okay, few pro tips so you are clear about what you have to do. So where Fifth Third Bank Business Checking stands out. So you have a free ATM network, right? As I gave you the numbers before, you have 40,000, 50,000, between, somewhere there. And Fifth Third Bank doesn't charge a fee if you use out-of-network ATMs in the United States, but the ATM operator may actually impose a fee. And in terms of their branch access, you are looking at nearly 1,200 full-service branches. Think about it, 1,200. So they really must be kicking ass, okay? So their retail presence is really more robust in some states than others, okay? And so there's only one branch in South Carolina. And so this is really good. So, and you have 5 in West Virginia. So it's really not, it's not, I would say, normally distributed across the nation or across their geographical area. Okay. I'm sure those decisions to open maybe one branch versus 8 branches has to do with not only geography, but more money. Okay. It must be a money driven decision. So, okay, listen, it is what it is. And so basically, we also love the fact that there is no fee for nonprofits. So Fifth Third Bank waives the monthly maintenance fee on its business standard checking accounts for a nonprofit organization. So this is really cool. So where Fifth Third Bank business checking falls short, well, you have transaction limits. This is something that the Fifth Third has to work on. So all Fifth Third business checking accounts cap free transactions to $250, $450, or $650 per month, depending on the account. So each additional transaction is 50 cents. So all deposits, cash, paper checks, and electronics, checks paid, and ACH debits, ACH credits, they will count towards your transaction limits. So this is really cool. And you also have the incidental fees. So you can dive into the fine print of Fifth Third as a business checking account, and you will notice fees for stop payments, $33, overdraft, $37, wire transfers, $15 to $42 here. You have duplicate statement, $28, and balance inquiries, $10. So let me talk to you about the steps you need to follow here. So now let's just talk about how to really open a Fifth Third business bank account. Now you have a clear idea. Hopefully you know the account that appeals to you, whether you want to have the basic account, the intermediary account, or the upscale account. That's how we call it here. So what you want to do here is that you really want to gather what you need to. You need to gather your paperwork. And you have to go to a branch. Remember, Fifth Third has 1,200 branches in the United States. So I'm sure there has to be one that's close to your place. Okay. And so what you want to do, you want to have your personal information first. Okay. And because Fifth Third will love to have more info about you. So things like government issued ID, photo ID, such as a driver's license or passport. Okay. And then you want to have more information about the business, things that really, really clarify stuff about the business. So they will ask about your business name and address, as well as your trade name or DBA. So those are things you need to be ready to provide, really. Okay. And and you also need to list your business entity type. So whether you're a sole proprietorship, you are a partnership, you are an LLC or corporation, and you have to disclose the industry you're in and the type of business you operate. So those are really important. And also, one thing I want to say here is that if your business has an employer identification number, EIN, you need to provide that along with any corresponding documents from the IRS. Okay, so this is really cool, and it's one of those things where you have to be comfortable that whatever you are showing Fifth Third is actually legit. Okay, and but so you have to do this thing at a branch. Very rarely will Fifth Third allow you to do things online. I mean, especially when it comes to those formation documents. And at that time, they'll also try to pitch you the test, the language test, because you're not really it's one of those things where you are constantly making sure that when you talk to a Fifth Third representative, you ask all questions. Okay, you ask all questions. You ask questions even about business loans and business lines of credit. So you have all the answers before committing. This is really important. And you also need to provide the organizing documents. Those are important elements because Fifth Third needs to, there is something called KYC the banks have to abide by. So KYC means know your customers. It's a regulatory directive that really that instructs all financial institutions to collect data about their business. So if you're a new business, Fifth Third would need to actually to do some research about you. That's why they want to have some organizing documents and agreements. So the documents you need to provide depend on how your business is set up, right? So here are some common requirements for different entity types. So if you're a sole proprietorship, the Fifth Third wants to have business name registration certificate or business license. If you are a partnership, Fifth Third wants to see a partnership agreement, a business name registration certificate, business license, state certificate of partnerships. Okay, partnership. If you are an LLC, Fifth Third would want to see your articles of organization, your LLC operating agreements, and your business license. If you are, let's say, if you are a corporation, then Fifth Third would want to see an articles of incorporation, corporate bylaws, and the business license. Okay, and so once you have all those things, you still need to have the money because you're going to open a business checking account. So you need to have the initial deposit. Okay, so how much do you plan on opening your business account with Fifth Third right now? 1,000, 10,000, or 100,000. Well, it really depends on the amount you want to. I mean, the loan amount that you want to get into. But yeah, you need to think about that. Now, one thing I need to say, it could be 1,000, it could be 10,000. One thing I need to say to close to this conversation is that make sure that you have all the paperwork before going to the branch, because Fifth Third is really, really responsive. So if you like, the last thing you want is to go to a branch and then you really don't have all the data. Then you have to drive back and forth, especially if the closest Fifth Third branch is like whatever. You don't want to spend that much money. Okay, so please make sure that you have all the paperwork needed. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I was just talking to you about how to open a Fifth Third bank business account. So I spoke to you about business checking, business savings, give you an overview, the suitability, and the steps you need to follow. Thank you. God bless you. I'll speak to you another time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.